What's up, guys? Today we're going to be working on the interior of the FRS, doing some simple mods. I've got a ton of interior mods planned that I'm going to be doing, and these are the first two little ones that I'm starting off with. So today we're going to be installing just the simple footwell underglow lights for the interior, and then new shift boot and the e-brake boot. Let's go. So I'm actually waiting right now for the Amazon package to come for the footwell lights. They're just simple footwell lights that are going to go under here, and we're going to be installing those. And we're going to start first with the shift boot and the e-brake boot. Don't mind the interior when we're done, how dirty it is. We are going to be cleaning it up, so try not to pay attention to how dirty my car is right now. It's pretty bad. So here's the shift boot. This is I bought these on eBay. This is just a black grid design, pretty simple and clean. And then matching e-brake cover. And my e-brake cover right now, it actually kind of like pops up out of place, and it's just pretty old and worn. And you know what's crazy is, like, I never noticed that everything on the interior of these cars is usually like red stitch. On the door panels here, red stitch, steering wheel and everything, red stitch, but the e-brake, for some reason, it says black. So I never really understood that. But this will give you a little sample of the direction I'm going to be going on the interior of my car with the black grid. I think it'll look sick. So first thing we got to do is take this off, and then take this guy off as well. And let's get to it. First thing we got to do is just reach under here, and you should be able to just pull up on this plastic trim, and it'll just very carefully come out like so. And then underneath here we have one connector for this. Just got to unplug that. All right, so hopefully you can see, but all you have to do here is underneath there's just this one little connector. All right, so then all we got to do is just pull this straight up. It should come right off like that. Now to get this e-brake cover off, just gonna go ahead and take off this little charm that I have. You just pull this piece up, and then this piece here, you should just be able to fit it up over the handbrake part here and pull it off. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the e-brake boot. We've got the shifter boot right here. On this one's gonna be a little tricky. You have these screws here that hold in this plate, and the stock boot has these little cutout tabs that hold it in, and the new one doesn't have any cutouts, so we're probably gonna have to glue it somehow and mock it up. So first we're gonna do the e-brake, and we just gotta rip off this material, and then we're gonna clean this material, and then it should just glue the new one on. So we got the e-brake boot off, it just peels off. And take that off, and then we're gonna clean this down and get the new one on. I think that looks pretty good. It'll look pretty sick in the car. Got a little clumped up here, but it should be fine. Once it gets in the car, it'll look good. Okay guys, we're back in the car now. Finished installing the e-brake boot and the shift boot. Let's go ahead and get these back on. Okay, so the shift boot fits really good. I really like it. I'm going to be changing out the reverse lockout pretty soon, as well as the e-brake button. The e-brake one, it came out really good, except here on the top. I don't know if it wasn't cut right because these were pre-cut, but it just has that little notch there. But other than that, I think it came out really good. All right, so then second part of this video, the lights did show up. These are just the simple Govee RGB strips for the footwell. So let's go ahead and get these unboxed. Okay, so here we go. We got the strips. Comes with the power unit and then 4 of the strips, 2 for the front, 2 for the rear, and then the cigarette lighter. I'm gonna go ahead and run it for the cigarette lighter. There's a cigarette lighter in the glove box. Okay, so just a quick plug into the cigarette lighter here up front, see if they work, and they do work, so we can go ahead and start running these. Okay guys, so after playing with it for a few minutes, I'd have to pull apart the whole dash, which I don't want to do right now, to kind of run these up under and through to the driver's side. So I'm going to be doing a Starlight headliner soon, and I might use the cigarette lighter in there for power, or run it to the battery for the main power. So for right now, what we're going to do with these is we're going to power here, and then I'm going to run. There's a little controller that tests, look at all these quarters. These quarters are, we're about to go clean the car, so we're gonna use these for the vacuum, don't judge me. We're gonna use this little thing here, this little module for power and brightness. We can chuck this back here, and then these, I'll go ahead and mount these back here. As you can see, these have like a run through. So they have a wire on each end. So we'll throw those in the back, and then these are on the end, so there's only one side with a wire. We're gonna chuck these up front. All right guys, so we got the lights in. I went ahead and tucked all the wires in so you can't see them. This one actually like didn't even stick, so I had to clean it up, put my own double-sided tape on there, no biggie. The ones in the back, I don't have, they're kind of just chilling for right now, because this one you can't even see, it's kind of just under the seat. They're not taped or anything. They're just down there chilling because I got to figure out what I want to do with this. Probably run it underneath the console somehow next time I get this piece out. But I do, obviously, like I keep saying, want to drift this car. So we are going to put a cage in here eventually, and I might mount these rear ones on the cage. I think that would look pretty sick. So we're going to go clean the inside of the car, and I'll get you guys some clips.